Hey guys, welcome back to the cage. And I got some stuff to talk about over here. Um well, first off, it's this craze with superheroes over the past 2 to 3 years. And it's amazing how much money these things are pushing out. Like every time a movie comes out, every time a new superhero, Marvel or DC, it just breaks box office records. People are zoned in to go watch these films. And it's any age. I mean, it would make sense if it was a 9 or 10 year old. And I mean, this whole superhero craze has been going on ever since the first Batman movie, since the first Avengers movie came out. What was that? Probably about 5 or 6 years ago. It's been on a rise ever since. And ever since that first one came out, I mean, every single time there's a new box office, record being set. It doesn't matter if it's some fucking superhero named after a goddamn condom or something, or a superhero like Superman. It could be like there's a fucking superhero named Ant-Man, and there's a new movie coming out. How could there be a sequel to a fucking movie called Ant-Man in the 21st century? How could there be a sequel to a movie called Ant-Man? Does that make any sense? I mean, I could talk about this for days. And no one agrees with me. No one agrees with me that these movies, I mean, there's something behind these movies. There's always something behind this shit. There's always something connected with another thing. And I mean, I don't have any preparation for any of these videos. All I know is that I've been thinking about this for a while. For about a year and a half now, I've been thinking about these superhero movies that come out every single week. No, probably every other week there's a new superhero movie. And it's just, I'll take $1.3 billion from the American people right now so they get to watch explosions for 2 hours. It's not even about the explosions, really. It's really mostly about superheroes are made in the 1920s and 30s by Stan Lee they're for children, okay? They're for kids ages 7 to 14, okay? They're not for fucking 25-year-old douchebags with earrings and big beards, okay? They're not for these big dudes with flannels and nose piercings, okay? And that's not the only people who go in to watch these things. I mean, it's other people too. Man. It's everyone goes in to see these things. I mean, 45-year-old moms, 18-year-old girls, 75-year-old dudes who Vietnam vets and Korean veterans are going in to see these things, and they think they're so cool because they get to see Ryan Reynolds or some douchebag actor with a beard running around in tights and a big robot suit, a big mechanical robot suit. Wow, that's so cool. He can shoot rockets out of his hand. And normally I wouldn't judge people on what they want to watch, but it's just gotten out of hand that people are brainwashed by these things that no matter where you are, you hear about them. You see them on your phone. You hear people talking about them like, wow, did you see Batman and Superman last night? Did you see Deadpool? Wow, that guy's so funny. Whoa, did you see fucking Deadpool last night? Deadpool Volume 10. Oh my. Guardians of the Galaxy. Do you see that little cute raccoon and that cute tree? And people think these things are funny. Every single every single Marvel and DC movie that comes out, they have these little jokes. I haven't seen a superhero movie in a long ass time, but ever since really the Avengers came out, I mean, this is in all movies. All superhero movies of the 21st century and even the 90s, they add these little jokes in here. They add these kind of ironic kind of jokes in there every couple minutes. They kind of have these, a cute character, let's bring in a 17-year-old kid and he gets stung by a spider. I know that there's a fucking story. I mean, Spider-Man's been around since the 1930s, but the whole the new movies that come out, Spider-Man Homecoming, is kind of I don't know why people would want to go see that. There's not that much action in it. At least I've heard, It's called Homecoming. It's about high school. So these 42-year-old guys go in and watch this, and then we'll get to see a 17-year-old go through high school. I don't understand why most people would want to see that. It's some every American's movie fetish is to see Spider-Man go through high school. Every single Spider-Man movie, they always have half the movie in like high school. At least I think so. I've only seen the first Spider-Man. I hate that shit too. And they kind of always have him. I mean, that's every superhero movie. They kind of like defy the odds. That wow, I'm gonna beat this huge, bald, like smelly guy with fucking huge veins and just big muscles. I'm a 90-pound, 17-year-old kid who goes to public school, and I wear a red jumpsuit, and I get to fucking roll around in my fucking webs, and everybody loves these movies. I mean, you could have you could go to a fucking state penitentiary, and there's some huge guy in there. He's like fucking smoking weed. What? So you could go into a fucking state penitentiary, and there's some dude watching a goddamn Avengers movie in there. And everyone loves these characters too. Like, these characters are the biggest douchebags in the world. Like Iron Man. Oh wow, Iron Man's so hot, dude. I wish I was like him. He's so funny and hot. He's 5'6". He's so hot and funny. What? Oh, and then when you're walking around the streets of like Compton or downtown like Brooklyn or Crenshaw Avenue, you're walking around. Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Don't tell me anything. Don't spoil fucking Deadpool 3. Please do not spoil it. It's too funny for me. It's so funny. Don't spoil Guardians of the Galaxy. Please do not. No, please. Someone's behind every single one of these fucking movies. Someone's behind all of them and just laughing their ass off. They're counting billions of dollars behind them. They're like Pablo Escobar. They're just laughing their ass off. And somehow, the people who made this movie, editors, directors, and the actors themselves, they somehow made it to where it's like mentally and like it's like fucking you're like an LSD when you're watching it. Like when you go into the movie theater or you're watching it on your fucking like phone or whatever, you get like brainwashed by goddamn superheroes. Because people keep on going back. There's got to be someone who doesn't like these movies at all, other than me. There's got to be someone that it's not real film. They film the entire thing in a warehouse. They film the entire thing in a fucking warehouse with green screens everywhere. They spend $200,000 on audio equipment and $3 million on cameras, and then all you need is a couple of like camera crews or audio crews, and you got these like CIA directives. These CIA agents, like in the back, they're like just planning all the editors. Okay, add this in. This is gonna subjectively move them into the movie theater. Move this into here. Put this little like fucking dick in the shot. Then that makes them want to come back. Stuff like that. And I don't know. I swear there's got to be something because people keep on going back. Can someone go to see? Can someone go in the movie theater and watch shit? Can someone go in the fucking movie theater, watch a superhero movie, and come out and not like it? There's got to be some, and I mean actually not like it. They're like, oh, this one wasn't as good as the last one. I'm going to go home right now and watch the other Deadpool movie. Oh, it's a, oh my God, I have no worries in the world. I drive a fucking Honda. I drive a Hyundai, I drive a lime green Hyundai SUV. Okay? I got these really cool seats in here. It almost feels like I'm being choked to death by these seats, but I get to watch Deadpool when I get home on my TV. Oh, yeah. And then people just fucking freak out on like Twitter and Instagram. They just start going nuts when they see like Deadpool or Guardians of the Galaxy get added onto Netflix. Like, Netflix is higher than superhero movies, but people don't treat it like it's higher because it's like, I mean, people have already understood that like everyone has Netflix, so it's not like something crazy. But the thing about superhero movies, there's a bunch of them, new ones coming out all the time. I mean, they all have the same basis, but there's just different characters every 2 weeks. So people kind of treat it like, oh my God, new superhero movie. But people like, it's like Netflix is like God, and then the superhero movies are like just like, it's like drugs. So, and that's what happens when those superhero movies get added onto Netflix. It's like you let the fucking like dogs. It's like, I don't even fucking know. People go crazy. Okay, people take off work to watch them. Okay, you could ask some old teacher, a 95-year-old teacher who used to teach segregated schools, and ask her if she liked the new Black Panther movie. Oh, she's gonna love it. I love the Black Panther movie. I love it. I love the Black Panther movie. That's what you go around. It wasn't that bad. It was really good. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Oh my god. I love that movie. What? And it's crazy. You know? It's like that Twilight Zone episode where you have the aliens come down and they have a book called To Serve Man, and like the government looks at the book and they think it's like, oh shit, the aliens love us, and then they start to translate the book from the alien language while the aliens are slowly taking and emigrating everyone out of the planet, and this guy figures out that it's a fucking cookbook. That's what these superhero movies are. People go in the movie theater lining up by the hundreds, spending, oh yeah, I'll spend $15. Here, your $15 so I can watch a 2-hour movie of just explosions and bearded dudes, and I get to sit next to old biker gang members and just crazy big bearded flannel shirt wearing guys that have no worries in the world, and they have these little 95-pound girlfriends who drive lime green Hyundai SUVs. And that's like the main, I think that's really the main audience. Every single one of those type of people have to like the superhero movies, okay? It's written in their blood, okay? But then what's scary is that these superhero movies also attract not only children and those type of people and the biker gang, bearded, kind of feminist dudes. They also attract just like everyone else. They attract these like 38-year-old moms who don't even let their kids into the movie theater. Like, they have, oh yeah, I have a 12-year-old son. I'm not going to let him see Iron Man just kill a robot. What are you, crazy? They like go in by themselves and just watch it. It's like, oh my god, Ryan Reynolds was so hot in that movie. Chris Pratt was so hot, dude. And stuff like that. I'm like, that's fine. I mean, people say that type of crap, but you're 38 years old and you have children and you have a husband and you go to the movie theater alone to watch a fucking superhero movie? I mean, grow up, for God's sakes. Wow. It's amazing. People need to grow up. After you turn 14, don't go to the fucking movie theater and watch a bunch of people fly around in like rocket ships and crap. I mean, it's different from science fiction. Okay, I'm okay with people like fucking nerding out and like having their own Twitch TV live show. Like, oh wow, do you see the new World of Warcraft patch or some crap like that? I'm fine with that. But it's a fucking superhero movie. I mean, there's someone behind this attracting everyone to these things. And all these other directors don't like these things anymore. And a lot of people are tired of watching these things. I keep thinking, oh, wow, this has got to be the last movie where people are finally going to say, like, okay, I'm done with this shit. Let's move on to something else. Let's move on to fucking more comedy. Because at the end of it, people are going to want more comedy in these things. They don't want these, like, sad moments of, oh, man, 7'3" Batman just lost another girlfriend. Oh, my God, Superman just lost his son. And then when that happens, like, Superman's son gets, like, decapitated by some, like, bad robot and is really cool and is, like, really mean boss, something like that. Then Hulk comes in and says, Hulk smash, and then people laugh. And, like, dude, that's so cool. I get to see a big green dude jump into a building. That's so cool. I get to see a big green dude. I get to see a big green dude with purple shorts just bust in and just kill the bad guy, man. That's so cool. And then that's the Avengers. I think the Avengers is the most childish out of all the movies because it brings in everything together. So they have to have kind of this, I don't know what you would call it, but kind of this comedy act all over the place with all these people. But in the regular movies for these people in the Avengers, like, I just had it. Like Iron Man, they kind of have these like real world situations where like, oh wow, some Muslims took over. They captured Iron Man, dude. What is he gonna do? And something like that, Just stupid crap like that. That's different, and you could tell the difference between the Iron Man movies and all these stupid movies are gonna come out with. How many Avengers there are? There's like hundreds of Avengers. Okay, they're gonna have movies for them all. I mean, it's like putting a backup, like a fourth string running back on the cover of Sports Illustrated and people still reading it. Like, okay, this Sports Illustrated issue, we will be talking about fifth string quarterbacks in the Flag Football League of America. And then people still read it and buy it. That's what's going on. Like, there's some superhero that's never sold 11 copies of his comic in the 1920s. it's like, oh, it's an old Jewish like superhero in the 20s, and oh wow, this is a cool Nazi. This is a cool Nazi superhero. Oh well, let's make a movie about him. Might as well. I mean, it takes us 4 weeks to make these things, you know. All we need to do is pay our actors some contracts, and we'll be fine. It doesn't matter who directs it. We could take a hillbilly from Tallahassee, throw him in the director's seat, and he'll make a movie as great as the Avengers, you know. And oh wow, how could you say that? Those directors work so hard. Go ask like the directors who like go to fucking Saudi Arabia and film like a Afghanistan war, like, you know, like remake or something like that. They're like in the heat, like the desert. There's no such thing as water in the Middle East, and they film in the middle of nowhere where like you could find like Jesus's like finger in the sand. But then these guys go to like a cold, like there's like martinis everywhere, and you walk around, and you sit in your director's seat, and you sit there, and there's just green screens all around you, just hundreds of them. It's sad that that's what movies have turned out to be, you know. I mean, I know you have to have action, but I mean, you got to have some sort of locations for these fucking movies, but they don't even have those for these things. You got to put a suit on these guys that looks like actually like a fucking suit. And that's the thing. I think they try to do something different with Spider-Man Homecoming, but half the movie was probably still filmed with green screens. The other half was filmed in high school hallway. I can tell you one thing. I'm not being fucking ironic about this shit, okay? If someone actually, I mean, I hate these people who are going to be in the comments saying, what the hell are you talking about, kid? Superheroes are cool, man. They're so cool. They got big teeth. Whoa. It's so, oh man, these superheroes are so scary, dude. These bad guys, they're so scary. But we got Hulk. Hulk smash. You remember seeing that last Avengers movie? Hulk smash, man. Wow, I wish I'd hopped in on this fucking superhero business like 50, 60 years ago. You know? Right, got at the very start of it, you know, just made every single movie that's been made recently. I mean, in the past 50, 60 years. I would be the richest man. I'd be richer than fucking Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, all those dudes. I could buy like this. I could buy NASA and just like go to space and live on my own and not have to watch another superhero movie, because even by making them, I would literally almost kill myself making those fucking movies. You gotta have some sort of unique, like, movies. But, I mean, people aren't getting tired of these things. I mean, every time, I mean, the Thor movie, I watched that about 5-6 years ago, whenever that thing came out. The Thor movie probably cost, that thing was still filmed with green screens, but 5-6 years ago, they probably spent, like, 50 grand on that movie. That thing was filmed in an old ghost town. There's, like, 5 buildings there. They got, like, a couple black SUVs for the government, and then we're good. We have some special effects guy living out in L.A. He makes no money. We just bring him down to the warehouse for a couple days, make some cool lasers, you know, dude. Hey, let's grab some really big bearded dude for an actor, you know. And let's get some really skinny brunette girl. That's what we need. And that's how you make one. You just look up. You can look up on Google every single superhero ever made. Probably a Wikipedia list for that. You scroll down, randomize. Okay, we'll do this guy. His name's fucking Cube Dude. All right, he's a fucking cube. You know. And they'll probably make money off of that too. They'll have like some sad story, you know. And then Hulk will come in, or Guardians of the Galaxy comes in, makes a cool appearance in the movie. Because they're so funny. Chris Pratt's so funny. I love raccoons. I love little animals. I like big trees. That's what I like. That's just a big tree. That's my fetish. It's a big tree. That's fun. Oh, yeah. Like you got to get some inanimate object that makes no sense in a superhero movie. Grab him like a tire or like a fence and put some eyeballs on that and just like have him speak a language that no one knows. Like, look at and it's like a fucking fence saying it, but oh, it's so cute. It's a rusty fence and it's saying like some alien language. And then in 2 weeks, people are gonna go see the next superhero movie. Like, there's a new Ant-Man movie coming out. Ant-Man versus like the cat or something. It's like a Tom and Jerry episode. Man, I'm only 20 minutes in. I could talk about this for fucking days. There's so much crap that I think about every single day about this stuff. Every single day I see it. Because I look it up on Google and just see what's going on with what movies are coming out next to think about and just laugh at whenever I see an ad on TV. And it shows up in my feed because I look it up all the time. Like, new Avengers movie makes box office record $750 million on first night. Or something crazy like that. And people go in and just like, the type of people that I don't like are like people who go in to superhero movies and just like, I've never been to these things, but I've heard from people. Okay, I heard from people, they go in and they sit here and they're trying to watch a movie and then people just laugh super hard. It's like, I think those people might be planted by the CIA or whoever's behind this, some sort of secret like globalist group that go into these things. They plant these people to laugh super hard at all the jokes, so it kind of gets people like around them like, like this is the person laughing at like some really dumb joke made by like a tree or like a fucking stupid superhero that no one cares about. Like people laugh like that, just start fucking laughing like popcorn gets thrown all over the place. Like they're big, they're fat too. They got like rolls of neck, they've got a bunch of fucking this huge ass chin, big jaw, and they kind of got this balding thing going on. It doesn't matter race either. It could be anything. Okay, and they got these really cheap clothes. Like they might have a Cookie Monster hat or something like that, or maybe some old rolled up flannel that they have. It's a little bit unbuttoned. They got this greasy shirt under it that has like some stupid beer like Miller Lite. They got, and they got their shorts that like look like they came straight from the Korean War. And they're wearing those and just laugh super hard. They got these fake Jordans on. They laugh. They probably got some bad facial hair too. They laugh really hard too. And they're like stuffing popcorn down their just throat. Like, wow, this is so cool. I love fucking superheroes, dude. Whoa, do you see that? Just crazy. He's just flying all over the place. And they're laughing super hard. And so people kind of have to laugh with them to like kind of not make it awkward. So like, and then not really paying attention to what was said. But it could have been like some sort of secret like code that the Hulk just said to them. Like some joke like Hulk smash. And it's like some sort of fucking mind thing, So yeah, that's what happens when you go to the movie theater. So I would not, if you want to watch these things, be careful, okay? Don't watch these things in theaters. It's too expensive anyway. When you spend $15 on a fucking movie ticket, you can do what the hell you want to. It's just not comfortable, Might as well do it like, if you're trying to make fun of it like me, you might as well just go to the fucking, maybe sit on your couch and just watch, try to get through it, It's hard to get through it. But it's fun to make fun of shit like that, But it's fun to make fun of this stuff, but no one cares about what's behind it, There's people who control Hollywood, and there's people who control these new movies. There's less and less movies that are actually being made. There are actually movies. And what I mean by that is people who go to locations and stuff like that. But, I guess it makes sense. I don't know. I don't really care about that much. Oh, my quality might probably messed up. I hit this fucking mic pretty hard with my nose. Whew. I think Alex Jones should talk about this stuff, about these superhero movies. He hates sports, I like sports, but he could probably get into this. He could probably figure some shit out, I bet. I bet you all that there's some weird shit behind, like a Harvey Weinstein type figure behind all these superhero movies. And even if even if something that happened, like creator of Marvel movies, creator of the past 70 Marvel movies, has been indicted on counts of pedophilia charges and stuff like that. Like, and people won't even care. Like, I'm gonna go watch that movie. Of course I'm gonna do. You haven't seen that movie? You haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 10 yet? You haven't seen it yet? Oh, I'm gonna spoil it for you. This fucking tree gets cut open by a fucking lumberjack, dude. Here, I'll take a quick break and talk about the next thing. I'll probably talk about more of this, but, quick break, guys. So I apologize. I'm sorry. So I apologize, guys, if if I'm a little low here on the volume level. But it's just what really makes me mad is that people talk about this stuff like it's like everyone's supposed to watch it. It's like the 1960s. Like there's like 3 TV channels, so everyone watched the same thing, so everyone could talk about it because you had to watch it. mean, maybe we should go back to something like that, where everyone watches the same show, or like same 5 shows, so people don't get annoyed by it. Because there's some people like me who get annoyed by like regular ass movies. Like, oh my god, I hate that movie, dude. Let me think of a movie that could be like that. Maybe like a World War II movie. But the thing is, there's not that much people who like those type of movies, I think it's stupid if you make fun of something like that, And the thing is, it's scary is that all these superhero movies are trying to be historical. So I don't know what I'm talking about. All I know is that these superhero movies are fucking terrible. They're bad. And I mean, my iFunny account had that thing for about 6 years, probably 3-4 years. And every time I go through my fucking subscriptions, it's just like every single guy on there, because iFunny's like 95% like male. Every single account. Don't spoil Deadpool. Don't spoil Superman. Don't spoil Avengers. Don't spoil all this shit. I haven't seen it yet. It's about to be really good. I haven't seen that one yet. I can't believe they killed off Captain America, dude. Yeah, fucking right. Wow, they killed off Spider-Man. Well, guess what? You're going to be seeing a lot of Spider-Man movies coming up. Well, how could that be? He's dead, dude. Yeah, but then the prequels, Spider-Man Begins, Spider-Man Homecoming 2, Spider-Man Junior High, Spider-Man, all these ones. Spider-Man before the Avengers. So don't worry, you're going to be seeing... I can't believe Spider-Man died. Oh, don't worry, you're going to be seeing a different actor. Who cares? He's wearing the same fucking suit. I would love to, join one of these, how many of these Twitch, live streams there are of, these, Avengers. I mean, the superhero, groups. There's, a bunch of fat people just sitting on, a really ugly couch they got from, Goodwill. Sitting there with, actually nice mic. But they're sitting probably down there. It looks like the house from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Trust me, I was looking at this a couple weeks ago. Looks like the house from Courage the Cowardly Dog. And there's just big fat people trying to make jokes. And there's always it's 4 or 5 people. There's this group. There's maybe this one dude. He's kind of big. He's not that big. He's kind of tall too. He's got these cargo shirts on. They're usually gray or brown. And he's got these really thick socks on, like he's Pete Maravich. And he's just sitting there in a really weird, stance. And he's sitting on the very edge of the couch, almost off the screen. And he says nothing. He literally says nothing. He might laugh, kind of chuckle. Like that, And that's what he does. And that's the guy I mostly respect, because it doesn't really look like he wants to be there. Because he might be kind of an introvert, And it kind of maybe his friend or his girlfriend's, wanting him to be there. Oh, wow, we just got Tim from the IT department down here now. We kind of feel bad for him, so we're just gonna bring him up there. And really, he doesn't care about them at all. But he said he was gonna do it because he feels bad that he's not doing anything with his life. So that's Tim, guy on the edge of the couch with cargo shorts on. And then the person to his right is this kind of really extroverted guy. He's very short. He has maybe some bad balding going on. Oh, he's completely bald and he kind of has the spikes in his hair. Kind of looks like that one dude from Ed, Edd n Eddy, the dude with the plank, but he's not that tan. He's got these rolls of fat in his really tight white collared shirt. You know what I'm saying? He's got that, and he's wearing cargo shorts or jeans, most likely jeans, and he's wearing these really old Adidas gray. I mean, a gray Adidas shoes. And this is every single one of these Twitch chats, what do you call it, talk shows about superheroes or maybe cool new games coming back out, cool Final Fantasy game coming out, stuff like that. Steampunk type crap, you know what I'm saying? And this is on every single one. There's guys like this. So you got this guy, and he's very extroverted. He might have really red lips for no reason. He said he doesn't have lipstick on, but he's got he's one of those guys with really red lips, and his head is really small too. So he's got this really massive he's very small. He kind of looks like a midget. And he's got these really fat rolls on his gray/white collared shirt that's he probably got from Walmart. And then the person to his right is this really, I'm going down the couch left to right, and this really skinny girl who, she's not really a goth, but she's really skinny. And she's not goth. She might have like some Pikachu earrings or something like that. She's got like these like tight clothes on, but she's like super skinny and like small. She might be like 5'6", and she's sitting on this like disgusting couch. And she just thinks she's like super cool with her short hair. Oh wow, I know so much about. And she's the one who knows the most about anything, really, probably, other than the guy with like. I'll tell you about the next dude. Oh, this guy, the guy coming up is hardcore, but this girl, she's the one who knows the second most about things, and she kind of peeps in there, here and there, and kind of says some cute thing like Pikachu or like, Hulk smash. She kind of says in her like deep voice, and she says something like that. I mean, this is every single live chat here, talk show about the Avengers, and even if you just hear it on a podcast, try to picture them in your mind. It'll be a lot fucking more fun than listening to a bunch of shit about some dude flying around and destroying robots when you're 45 years old. And the guy, so you got this girl with the short hair, Pikachu earrings. The person to her right, everyone's on the sofa. This dude, he's in like some grand like chair that was like made in the 1940s by some Polish people. Like it's like a nice like just white, this burlap, like I don't know what it is, but it's like nice. It's a nice chair, like leather chair. And this guy's the one talking most. He's got all the topics they're talking about, like online. New superhero con. Wow, I dressed up as an anime superhero last year, but this time I'm gonna dress up as Loki or something like that. And this guy is like, he's got a block face, Look up like Paul Leslie. You'll know what that is. That's the type of person. That's the type of person that he looks like, but not as like attractive as Paul Leslie. This person has got like problems with shaving. Got like kind of big hair. He might have an afro, but he's very big. He's got this block face, but he's just massive. He's like a mini Andre the Giant. And he kind of just perfectly sits in this just huge chair that looks like it's from like Europe or something. And he has the mic. He always just takes his huge hand like he's Wilt Chamberlain and just grabs the mic and yanks it to him. And it's like, the next topic we'll be talking about is. And it's like, the next topic we'll be talking about is the new Low-Key movie. He doesn't necessarily have to have a beard, but yeah, making it kind of having this beard makes you look a lot more innocent. Like, oh, an innocent big man. But this guy looks like he could be like part of like some sort of like Pinochet's like kind of group. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of some fat communist that's just eating like burgers and wings. Just just go out there, shoot a couple of those those citizens. Type of guy like that. Kind of maybe like a dictator. I mean, that's pretty good for his talk show if he's kind of like the dictator, because he can kind of control everyone. He can control Tim all the way on the left side of the couch, who really doesn't want to be there. He's just sipping on his iced tea. So yeah. And I mean, that's like your average Avengers / like superhero fan talk show on Twitch. Go like at the Friday or Thursday night or like Saturday night. You could probably find about 10 or 15 of those talk shows about pretty much with all those people in it. And man, I'm kind of running out of energy here. I've been talking straight for about 30 minutes. Well, I kind of want to make this a long video, kind of make it kind of revolutionary on the cage. We haven't uploaded video in a while, but hopefully someone can listen to this on their like long drive to work in like downtown, like Wall Street or something. Kind of just, like let them know that they're not going insane by listening to this like kind of podcast type feel thing here. So yeah, that's kind of like the superhero thing going on in America right now. And it's been going on for about 10 years, but really past couple years, this year, last year, 2017, 2 big years where these globalists kind of hit us hard with these superhero movies. Some dude is behind this. I know he is. Some guy, lower tier of the whole New World Government type thing, New World Order type crap going on. He's kind of like a low tier.